Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Watson, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be transforming into the Phantom of the Opera. So first and foremost, we're going to start with hair before we move on to costume. So let's get started. First things first, we have to get rid of the previous do. So I'm just going to take my brush here and brush out the product in the style. And stand back in amazement as it rips out the 8 gallons of hairspray I put in my hair each morning. Nah, not really. But yeah, let's start out by brushing this out, this hot mess. And you can start with clean hair if you prefer. You don't have to. Honestly, I recommend starting out with more of a so dirty hair, like already been styled, already has product in it, so it just kind of has more thickness to it when you style it and fix it. The Phantom of the Opera, wow, that hairdo right now though. The Phantom of the Opera has slicked back hair and kind of well, it's a little more wild and crazy than I'll probably make it. But I've always been more of a neatness kind of guy, so we're just gonna stick to neatness. First, we're gonna grab our spray bottle, handy dandy purple spray bottle, and we're going to spray our head and get our hair nice and wet. And I mean soak it. Do be careful if you're like me and you're on tile bathroom floor with Vans on, because it does get slick when wet, and that's just not, it's just not the ideal situation. So now that we're good and wet, we need to put more product in our hair. So I use this stuff. This video is not sponsored by any product I mentioned, by the way. Just want to go ahead and put that out there. I use this stuff from Beyond the Zone. You can get it at Sally's. It's called Bada Bing Gel. And it'll give your hair that slicked back greaser look that we're going for. Okay. We'll apply a generous amount to our hands, rub it in, and then start slicking back. First, do it with your hands. Just kind of push it all back. We'll need gel assistance in a minute. And you also will need a hair dryer later on for this video. So if you don't have a hair dryer near you, go ahead and get that ready. Next, we are going to take a comb, a fine-tooth comb, and we're just going to continue to slick back our hair and fix it as the Phantom of the Opera would have it. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good for that bit. Next, we're gonna grab our hairspray and put a light coating of hairspray. And by light, I mean 5 gallons. Not the normal 8 you might normally use. So just spray it down really well. You might want to do this on a night that you plan on taking a shower afterwards, because all this product is going to just mess your hair. Anyway, you're going to take your paddle brush. You're going to start slicking that back. Meanwhile, your handy dandy hair dryer here, you're going to put it on the highest heat setting and on the highest fan setting. I do apologize for any loud noises at this part, but we're going to just dry back our hair. Now, I'd like to take a moment and point out that I am using a concentrator. You don't have to use a concentrator for this. That's just how I leave my hair dryer every day, because that's how I fix my hair. And it's not going to hurt anything. It's just going to help, if anything. You don't have to have a, I just called it what it was. What is it called? You don't have to have a concentrator. There we go. But it's good if you do have one. we make while we style our hair though. Can I talk about that for a moment? Like just gotta have your tongue sticking out in all kinds of crazy different directions. Like, what? Who does this? Me, when I fix my hair. I do that because I'm thinking so hard. My mouth doesn't know what to do. I'm just over here like, alright, I'm checking on your hair and just see what it looks like. Right now it's looking alright. It's got some places that are kind of messy, but you don't want it to be exactly perfect. You want it to be a little wild and voluminous, so it's okay if it's not perfectly flat to your head. Honestly, it's probably best if it's not. If you want to add volume to it, you can kind of take a round brush, like I'm about to do, and just kind of work at the bangs and roll it back to create more volume up at the front. Now that we have a little more volume, rather, we're going to spray our head ever so slightly in the front and continue to slick it back with our powder brush. Now, much better volume-wise. I definitely think, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it added just a little bit more volume in there, which is what we were going for. Spray that down, of course. And just kind of brush through the hair at this point. Honestly, I don't know what it's doing right here, but I don't really like that. It's kind of looking Wolverine-ish, and that's not what I'm going for. Back a little bit more with the comb. Get a little too volumized. Okay, so that I believe does it, other than setting it in place and getting rid of all the wispies here. So of course we're going to, set it, and to do that you put it on the lowest heat setting and use a cool shot with the highest fan setting, and then just kind of dry over your hair. Now that we've set it ever so slightly, we're going to just spray over it again. And that, guys, is our final hair look. Now, on to wardrobe. See you just in a minute. Welcome back. And now it is time for the wardrobe portion of this tutorial video. Now, this is a little bit of a homemade costume. It's not by any it's store-bought, but it's put together. There's no set Phantom of the Opera costume. You will need, for this, you will need black pants, black dress pants, black fancy kind of like, I call these my tuxedo shoes even though they're not, just black wingtip with some sort of fancy something or another going on there. And of course you will need your Phantom of the Opera mask. You can get it on Amazon. I got mine at a Halloween store, a local Halloween store for like $5. And then you'll need a vampire cape, but we won't style it like a vampire cape. You'll see later on what we plan to do with it. Alright, I'm going to get dressed and then I'm going to show you how I styled each piece. Good evening. 'Tis I, the Phantom of the Opera. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh, this is my transformation. So obviously I put the mask on. I did the cape, you know, the cloak is just kind of over me, and it looks better from the side when you don't see the red. The red's not bad though, it doesn't hurt to have a pop of color. I'm going to back up just a little bit so you can see. You pull your pants up to your waist area because you want to really straight down, flat tuck in. You don't want any kind of blousing or anything. You want just straight down. So you pull it up around your gut and just kind of, it helps kind of camouflage too. It's not really the most comfortable thing to be in, but you could handle it for one night for Halloween. Ow. I'm not wearing the shoes because I hate putting on dress shoes, and I'm not going to do that unless I have to. So I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not wearing them, okay? And I'm like looking at the screen instead of the camera because the camera is flipped around. And this thing is honestly a little hard to breathe in. I didn't think it would be because of the nose holes, but it kind of just stops up your own nose hole, so you kind of just gotta be like this. It probably doesn't help that I have sinus issues going on right now and stuff like that, but yeah, that is it. I styled the shirt. I have a French cuff shirt, so I do have, you know, just plain black cufflinks in them with like a little square diamond pattern in the inside and nothing too fancy. You do want to tuck in your shirt really nice and pull up your pants higher rise because that's how they wore them back in the day. They wore them up high. Now, I did it without a tie or anything, but of course you could always, you know, hide this behind like a bow tie, or I wouldn't do a long tie because that was not really the fashion then, but I would do like a black bow tie or even a white on white situation if you felt like it. I would try and have somebody either tie you a bow tie, like a real bow tie, or learn how to tie a bow tie. I think a clip-on would work if it were necessary and you didn't feel like putting in the extra work. But to get a period accurate costume, they didn't have clip-ons back then, okay? They had to actually tie their bow tie. So yeah, just try and keep it period accurate as much as you possibly can. Of course, they didn't have custom shirts back then, or at least I don't think they did, but I do, just what I have, because I'm making the best of what I have, and that's what you really have to do. If you have hair, slick it back, put on the mask, really dress up with like a shirt, a white shirt and black pants, you should be set. Just wear fancy dress shoes and a cape and you're set. Don't take off your mask though, because you'll look like a vampire if you do. Well, maybe if you're as white as I am, you'll just look like a vampire. Because see, I take off the mask and I'm like, I want to suck your blood. Nah, ha ha ha, blah blah blah. But you know, it happens. When you're white, it's kind of a vampire-esque situation anyway. So yeah, I will back up, let you see the full look again. Well, the full look without the mask. It's not the full look without the mask. Let me get the mask real quick. It's also kind of sweaty inside the mask, and it's a little difficult to put on, but if you have enough hairspray in your hair, it shouldn't really be a problem. Oh, okay, so here it is. Oh, jeez. I jabbed myself in the eye with the mask. That's fantastic. Here it is, the full look. What do you think? What do you think? Is it approved? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. I am such a klutz and I just tripped over my tripod stand. Fantastic! Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I do apologize if this video is a little here and there and all around the corner and everything like that, and I've got to take this off so I can breathe. Well, I've still got to pose for an Instagram picture, but that's later to come. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video so much, and if you did enjoy the video, please let me know by leaving a like down below. Go ahead and smash that like button as hard as you can, or you can gently tap it if you prefer, or if you like this video and you've already done that and you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe down below, and you too can be incredible just like me. Wait, that's my old tagline. Flashback. Just like when I was a vampire like 4 years ago. This is where this is from. So flashback to that too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today and for hanging out with me. I do appreciate all the love and support. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the costume. Was it dope or nope? Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/theincredible_Mr.Watson. Also, follow me on Instagram. Sorry, couldn't think for a second there. It is Mr. Mr_Watson on YouTube 00, I think. I'll let you know down in the description below. But do go follow me, give me some love there. Check out my latest Instagram post. Also, do subscribe and hit the notification bell if you've already subscribed to get notified every time I post. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.